Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. In like the kickoff to the Raw 25th anniversary, which is going to be coming up sooner than later in January. I'm really pumped for that show, the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. Going to be coming to you live from the Barclays Center as well as the Manhattan Center. I wanted to break out my DVD collection and find the first episode of Monday Night Raw. I honestly thought that one of the DVDs I'd had bought in the past, whether if it was, the Raw the beginning or, Raw the 10th anniversary, Raw the 15th year anniversary, the best moments of Raw. For some reason, I thought, one of them as a bonus feature came with the first episode of Monday Night Raw. It turns out that I went to the 15-year anniversary of Raw, Best of Raw. This one is disc 1, 93 to 97. It basically says that it has the first episode of Raw, but it ends up just being clips of it. Turns out I don't have the first episode. Some people who want to have the perfect DVD collection of all time. There is a exclusive that most people have said comes from Walmart in the United States that came with the fourth disc, which included the first episode. I did not get that set. So I had to watch it on the WWE network. We still have the network here. Sometimes it's easier just to pop in the DVD and go from there. The first episode of Monday Night Raw, coming to you live from the Manhattan Center, definitely changed the face of professional wrestling. Definitely primetime going away with its sort of pre-taped matches and the sit-down interviews of Bobby Heenan as well as Gorilla Monsoon inside the studio. I'm not even sure if Gorilla and Brain were still on the show in its dying days of primetime before they went to Monday Night Raw, but this definitely was a game changer. And honestly, in my opinion, from looking at the first disc of 93 to 97, there's not very many big moments that come from the first few years of Monday Night Raw. It honestly was a glorified jobber show, which did have some big matches here and there sporadically along the way, and the big superstars did sporadically make appearances on the show. But even when you look at the first episode of Raw, the main event is The Undertaker wrestling against Damien Demento. You had Shawn Michaels going against Max Moon for the Intercontinental Championship. The Steiner brothers wrestled in a tag match against Dwayne Gill of the Executioners. Dwayne Gill, of course, the guy who would come back in 1998 as Gillberg. And then also a match which I think could be the main event, or, it's sort of in there. Yokozuna going up against the aging veteran Koko Beware. Yokozuna at the time, being an up-and-comer, Koko Beware being the aging veteran, still with a name, helping out the WWE. But when it comes down to it, it's not a good show. Sporadically along the way, you'll find a good match or a good show here or there along the way, but many of these shows are just going to be, glorified jobber shows. You can definitely tell that, with the Manhattan Center having a live crowd, it is a change of pace for WWE. And like Sean Mooney says, basically Vince would say to them is that anything can happen and it's live, and there are no mess-ups because anything is supposed to happen. If the guy is walking out and he trips over a camera wire, he meant to do that, and he's going to play off on it. On this show, there are no real surprises. The Shawn Michaels versus Max Moon match does actually get some time with about a 10-minute match. But most of these matches are in the 3-minute mark. They are trying to set up a few other things. Trying to get over what Monday Night Raw is going to be. Sean Mooney is watching the front door as Bobby the Brain Heenan is trying to get into the arena for Raw, but keeps on being told that he's not able to get in. On commentary is Vince McMahon, Randy Savage, and the local radio DJ Rob Bartlett, which is a lot like that King of the Ring show from back in the day. This guy has no care in the world of what is wrestling. It is what it is. There's an interview with Razor Ramon about the upcoming Royal Rumble, where he's going to having a championship match against Bret the Hitman Hart. But honestly, when it comes down to it, nothing really big is going to be on this show. Yokozuna squashed Koko Beware. The Steiner brothers got the win. Michaels got the win over Max Moon. Taker beat Damian Demento in the so-called main event. Damian Demento is a name that has sort of faded out of the world of professional wrestling. But at the time, if you watch Superstars, looked like was sort of going to be some sort of a star, or at least have some sort of a big match with Undertaker on a SummerSlam, or some sort of in your house show along the way, and it never really panned out. This is probably the biggest match that the guy has ever had. We'll have to see what goes down on this. I'm going to keep watching, some of these big Raw moments and see what pops up. I actually want to break out that Raw 20th year anniversary 12 DVD set and watch a few of those shows from back in the day and see what pops up. So keep with it. Peace out, everybody.